Hello there, folks. I'm Joe Crawford of artlung.com. Pretty much every day I go to CSSBattle.dev and do the daily target and I record it. Let's do that now. Oh, wow. Look at that. Woo-hoo. What have we here? That's sure fun. All right. So we got some interesting shapes here. I'm going to shy away from a conic gradient. Today I'm feeling like what I want to do is a zero height with a border color left that's orange. So let's do that. All right, so I'm going to make a single element. I'm going to make the first one. So let's see, on the body, we put this. Great. And we set some margins here. I'm going to remove height entirely. And margins are okay. I'm going to say border. Let's say 50 pixels solid. And say border color. And I'm going to set 4 values: 0, 0, 0, and orange. So that is a way to make a triangle. So those zeros are standing in for no color. I believe the fact that we're seeing that we're seeing black means that I can't really use that unless I also change border width, which I don't really want to do. So I'm going to do, I'll show you that though. So border width, we do 0, 0, 0, 50 pixels. Or, is that right? Oh, because I actually need some height, don't I? So I need height on here, 20 pixels. So so this is the weird technique. So 0, 0, 20 pixels, 20 pixels. So this is the technique that may work. So let's get to it. Let's push this down. 3, 4, 5. And then we'll do 50, 48, 46, 47, 47. And let's adjust these numbers until we match the orange. So what values do we need? I think we need a bigger value here. 6, 7, 8, 9. 100 pixels. And then let's increase the top values here. How about 100? 100. And then make this 100 as well. That looks like it's a match, right? Like that's pretty good. Um, yeah, I think we take that. So the fact that really we want 100 pixels, and then I'm going to remove this because that's just simpler code. So I think I could do border color left. Is that right? No, maybe not. Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think that there's much point in mucking about. Let's just do like that. Boom. And that gets us our shape. And I think that that's completely legit. So if we make a second one, boom. So what do we need to do next? I like the simplicity of those margins. So let's move this next one. We're actually, for the second one, we're going to do what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Let's do translate minus 100 pixels. Actually, no. We want vertically minus 100 pixels. There it is. 200, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then our translate, rather than 100, is going to be 50, 60, 70, 80. Perfect. So now we've moved two paragraph elements, two very weird paragraph elements into place. So then it's about these squares. So we don't have, I know that we don't have perfect, we don't have a, yeah. So commenter, I'm forgetting the name of the commenter, unfortunately, but they're with four values on a box shadow. You can create a box shadow that's either bigger or smaller with that fourth value, something that I had no idea was true, which was amazing. Apologies for who's the commenter. That's worth getting that. Trunglam 6012. Sorry for that's your username. I don't know a name. But appreciate that. Appreciate you pointing that out. So basically, experiment with box shadow. It's not just two values in a color to move it around. The third value, of course, creates a blur, which is interesting. But the fourth value can either shrink or grow a shadow. Now, I did some experimentation with it on some other puzzles, and there were a few where it looked like it was correct, but I was only able to get to 99.9% and had some issues with it. So it's not a technique I'll be deploying a lot, but I think it's really cool and really interesting. And then we also had another comment suggesting a video where you can learn positioning and repeat gradient. And I would say you got to go write code, you got to practice. I don't know of a great video that says, hey, let's go through it. I kind of do these videos, and some of my videos maybe are good with regards to that, but really, I'm writing code and talking as I do it, and I don't have a particular goal to teach you. But I would say go make that web page, go write code, go for it. So that was Murmuring Woods. I appreciate the comments very much. The good questions and good comments. I do appreciate that. All right. All that said, stop talking, Joe. I think what I want to do here is I do want to use a conic gradient. Or do I? No, let's do a linear gradient. Let's do a linear gradient. So the linear gradient is going to be color, 40 pixels, or what's the width of this guy? So it starts at what? 230 or so, and then ends at 340. So is that 110 pixels? 110 pixel square, and then transparent. 0, 130 pixels, and then that color again. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use positioning to constrain that in a significant way. So the first thing I want to do is I want to put it in a position. We'll say over to 200 pixels, and we're going to go down 40 pixels. And then we're going to give it a width, maybe 100 pixels or 110 pixels. And then a height of, we'll say 80%, and we'll say no repeat. And that's sort of the thing. So, okay, so vertical is no good, 30, okay, and then on the x-axis, so this is background position, 2, 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, and then the height of this needs to be 7, 6, 5. What do we got? All right, so we got a problem. Let's give, so what do we do, 100 pixels? Okay, so 200 pixels. 210, 20, 30, 40. And that looks fine. That looks fine. Yeah. Oh, and I think I just ruined it. 130 is correct. All right. So that's a linear gradient to get this and with constraint. The other technique we could use would be a conic gradient with uh stuff it into a custom CSS variable and then do two of them. Um that are positioned like this. And but this is, this is fine as well. And it's boxes, so you could make a whole nother box as well. And then do a box shadow. That would be another technique to do it. So many ways to make boxes and many ways to make triangles as well. And typically I would do a conic gradient to make a shape like this. Could also not use the border technique and do a clip path, right? So 0, 0, 100%, 50%, and 0, 100%. Those would be other ways to do that. So minify, unit replace, and we're done. Thank you so much for watching. Let's make sure that we've got, I'm actually have not submitted it, so I hope that I'm 100%. If I'm not, then we got to do something else. But I think that I've got a good match here. This looks pretty good. Waiting on that back end, and that's 100% match. So we'll take it. Super fun. I would say this is a fun puzzle. Very intriguing puzzle. And maybe was it buttons, fast forward icons, kind of interesting, kind of fun. Uh, and I will say again, go practice. Go. So the way to learn is to practice. The only way to learn is to practice code. And yeah, watching videos like this, to the extent that these are educational, are they? They're a little educational. Uh, it's great, but there's no substitute for writing code. I would say, uh, as much as watching videos is great, unless you're coding alongside, you're probably learning less than if you were trying it yourself. And I would say CSS is very frustrating because if you, so look at this code, right? Like this code is very specific. But if you got one character off, it's ruined, right? Like I just remove one character and the whole thing goes away. And if you look at that, like it's very hard to look at that and say, what's wrong with this? Now, there's a little bit of a hint with the color coding. So I would say find editors that allow you, that give you some color code. So you can go to codepen.io. That's one tool you can try to practice writing code in. But CSSBattle.dev is also excellent. You can get VS Code, download VS Code is great, and make web pages and put them into browsers and see what they do. I'm in Safari, but you can use Firefox, you can use Chrome, you can use others. So yeah, go write. This is when I say go make web pages. That's what I'm talking about. Go practice. It's fun. It's super fun to do this stuff, and I hope you go practice because you will get a lot out of it. I guarantee it. I really do. If you practice writing code and write some code every day, you will learn and you will get better. But have a goal. That's the great thing about CSSBattle.dev. That hey, I want to make this thing. How do I make it? And you're forced to learn something in CSS, and in so doing, you'll gain the ability to solve new problems. And I would say, MDN, Mozilla Developer Network, incredible resource for learning so many of these things. Uh, yeah, and do it the way you do. So I used zero height and weird borders, but you could do conic gradients, you could do clip paths, you could do shape paths, you could do what else? I mentioned conic gradients. You could do linear gradients at a 45-degree angle and constrained in size. That's another possibility. In terms of, so if you made one at 45-degree angles and then did a WebKit box reflect, that's just off the top of my head. There are probably other ways too. So all right. That's enough of me talking. Thanks for listening. I would encourage you to go play around with web pages because they are super fun. That's what it's all about. All right. Bye bye.